Why do we keep going back to the same streaming platform? Is it the shows, the interface, or is something deeper, something that makes us feel seen? In today's media-oriented world, the real difference isn't just the content, it's the intangible, the emotional pull, the trust, and the identity a brand builds with us over time. And no two platforms illustrated this better than Netflix and Disney Plus. Let's start with Netflix. The store begins in 1997 with a $40 late fee. Rand Hastings was fined from returning a DVD late, and this manner frustration sparked a massive revolution in how we consume entertainment. From mailing DVDs to building a cloud-based streaming empire, Netflix was a classic case of disruptive innovation, blending technology and bold storytelling. It's correct sprint experimentation and a relentless drive to redefine what's next. Now, picture Disney Plus, launched in 2019, but carrying nearly a century of storytelling legacy. From Mickey Mouse to Mary, Disney has lived in our hearts long before it even lived in the cloud. What legacy began in 1923 when a young animator named Walt Disney moved to Hollywood with just $40 and a suitcase full of drawing. He created Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and lost the rights, but instead of giving up, he invented a new character, Mickey Mouse. With the debut of Steamboat Willie in 1928, animation changed forever, and with Snow White in 1937, White turned a cartoon into a national experience. Disney didn't just create characters, he created a world, a space where children and families could dream together. Disney Plus is not a startup, it's a digital communication of that dream, a platform built not just on IP, but on emotional equity earned over generations. One began as an empowerment, the other as a memory. Despite their different beginnings, both platforms share two powerful intangible assets, storytelling ability and brand identity. Netflix is fast, data-driven, always pushing boundaries. It gives you what you didn't know you needed. Disney is a warm and deeply trusted. It gave you what you loved as a child and still loving today. These aren't just vibes. According to Delete 2023, emotionally resonant content can boost users' intention by up to 26%. And McKinsey reports that 71% of Gen Z customers are more loyal to brands that reflect their values and emotions. In the streaming world, the battle of hearts is just as important as the battle for eyeballs. So, how do these intangible traits translate into strategic positioning? Let's break it down with a quick SWOT analysis. Netflix strengths lie in its algorithm, global reach, and experimental content, but it suffers from a lack of emotional IP and a high churn rate. Most of its stories are short-lived, and so its user attraction. Disney Plus, on the other hand, holds deep-rooted IP like Star Wars, Frozen, and Marvel, but its weakness lies in over-relying on remarks and lacking diversity and speed compared to its competitors. Both platforms face the intense threats from Amazon Prime, YouTube Shorts, and newer players competing younger audiences. To further illustrate the constraining strategies of Netflix and Disney Plus, let's take a look at this comparative analysis that diverges into their content offering and user engagement approach.
Now, let's get into pricing. Netflix offers several tiers based on streaming quality and the number of screens you can use at once. Basic plan, standard definition, 1 screen. Standard plan, HD, 2 screens. Premium plan, Ultra HD 4K, 4 screens. While Netflix's plans offer flexibility, they've recently increased prices in some regions, making it one of the more expensive streaming options out there. Disney Plus keeps it simple with a single plan that offers 4K streaming on up to 4 screens simultaneously. It's more affordable, especially if you opt for the Disney bundle, which includes Hulu and ESPN Plus. This is great for sports fans or anyone who wants access to a broader range of content.
To understand the competitive advantage, let's use the value model value reality intimate ability and organization. Netflix storytelling ability is volume and scalable, but not rare or imitable. Others can copy its style. What it lacks is long-term emotional resonance. Disney Plus, however, has a rare and deeply imitable storytelling tradition built on decades of world building, culture ratios, and multi-generational trust. It's organized to fully leverage this advantage. Thought parks, merchandise, films, and now streaming. So, will Netflix hold temporary advantage? Disney built a sustainable moat. Their storytelling style reflects this too. Netflix built us to engage global hits like Squid Game, fast-paced, experimental, and culturally expensive. Disney anchors us with timeless characters like Elsa from Frozen, built for emotional bonding, but not just being competitions. Netflix faced the content fetching from anchor chasing high development costs without long-term IP payoff and loyalty gaps. Disney Plus faced the remark fetching slowing subscriber growth and a generation drifting away from traditional heroes. So for Netflix, the answer lies is building an emotional IP universe. It needs characters that grows with audience, not just the content to consume, but story to live in. Expand franchises like Stranger Things into immersive ecosystems, spinning off comics, games, and live events. Combine context with community through March, fan space, and emotional communities, and shift from plot-driven product to characters-driven loyalty. Because people don't stay for shows, they stay for relationships. For Disney, it's about reinventing the manufacturing, invest in culture narratives like Southeast Asian legend that resonate globally, like Homeland did. Experiment with interactive storytelling, choose your ending format, Roblox integration, and immersive wireframe parts. Introduce Generate Z heroes who are climate conscious, emotionally complex, and diversity in identity. According to Maxi report, generally refers brands that reflects social value and representation. Disney must evolve from nostalgic confront the new age culture mirror. So what's the takeaway? Netflix must shift from being a recommendation engine to a resonance engine, not just producing content, but creating culture. Disney Plus must evolve from a memory line to mass making line, refine what childhood legend look like for the next generation. So we ask, will Netflix become part of emotional identity or just another anti-play loop? Will Disney write the next great legend or simply replay old ones? In the end, the platform that wins won't just deliver stories, it will deliver meaning. And here is my reference list. Thank you very much.